going on?
What's up?
Shit, man.
Everybody in the building. I see
Everybody is here.
We are in the building.
I like it.
In the building.
How y'all day been, man? How everybody been going?
Man, my day, blessed and highly favored. My day is great. And it's just wonderful that I can end another day with my brothers from another mothers, from a lot of other mothers, and a lot of other dads, too. Not biological brothers, so.
We got a big family out here.
Yeah, man.
Pops was a Rolling Stone.
That was a little too poetic. Why don't we go and let everybody know who we are, all the listeners. I am Easy. I'm your host. Running it, make sure everything goes smooth. Shout out SP, let them know.
Yeah, S.P, a.k.a. SP Unique Child, a.k.a. SP Diddy, a.k.a. Sheldon.
Uplifting right here.
365.
I'm the highest of the highest. Your boy Uplifting.
Hey, man, I wasn't finished.
Yeah, you're done.
You should have been, yo. Al Parker, man. You know what I'm saying? I tried to be on time. That's it.
That's the shirt. I try to be on
I
time.
tried to be on time.
You feel me? That's it.
That's the shirt. That will be on print.
Yeah, man.
Another work day, gentlemen. It's a weekday. We're here recording.
Yes, sir.
How was work for everybody? How was it?
Ain't nobody working, man.
Man, I don't even like talking about work.
Yeah, why you gonna ask us about work?
You didn't pull the whole podcast down
please
talking
don't-
about work.
Please don't do that to us. Yeah, we at work right now.
That's how everybody getting money. Well, I wanted to ask because I wanted to use that kind of as a way to get into a transition. There's something that Uplifting wanted to talk about about corporate lifestyles.
Yeah.
Uplifting, let us know a little bit more, man.
Nah, I just feel like everybody has a boss, man. You know, we hear a lot of songs
Unfortunately.
about being a boss, or a lot of people want to say, you know, be your own boss and all that kind of stuff. But
Right.
you know, if you have the consumer's your boss, right? If you selling merch, or if you just trying to get views or anything like that, like, the consumer is your boss. If they tell you they don't like it, you're gonna change it, right?
Right.
Same
right.
with fashion or anything that you start. There's always a boss, if not more bosses, especially due to social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are influencers. They actually have bosses
It's the companies
that are the people.
and the people. Yeah.
The people are your boss, right? So you're never actually your own boss. You may not work a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like, you may
Well,
not.
I mean, you brought up influencers. I think those are the only ones that are. It's a little different. I don't think social media wise, an influencer's boss would be the people who are paying them to push something, because that's what influencers do. So,
But that's when you're looking at it from a company. You're still looking at it as somebody. I'm saying like a solo rap artist, right?
right, and then the consumer, the
Right.
consumer
So if
demand.
they don't like what my last album was,
then you got
I'm
two.
not-
But then you got two bosses. You got your consumer, and then your.
I'm saying independent. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
okay,
Because
okay.
social media has allowed people freedom, right? Like, some people, well, YouTube would be your boss, right? Google technically would be your boss. There are certain things, but essentially, if people aren't viewing your stuff,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not getting likes, if you're not getting comments, right, you're not getting monetized. That's what I mean by influencers. Like, a lot of people are influencers, right? Beyonce's an influencer. You know, although we don't look at it that way, Tom Hanks is an influencer. You know,
Will Smith.
yeah,
No,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and these people could literally not work for anybody else but themselves and get paid off their people, right?
Yeah.
Like, Rihanna started a whole clothing line, right? But if people don't like Fenty or whatever, I believe that's the name, right? Am I
I
right?
have no idea.
That's the makeup, at least.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I know the
her
Fenty
her
underwear.
lingerie.
Yeah,
She has
the underwear, the
lingerie line.
Fenty
Yeah.
underwear.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, all these things are telling you, like, go out, be your own boss. But that's really a false narrative.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, I guess if we're being technical, yes, it's a false narrative. But being your own boss feels a lot. The feel. It's a lot different than, damn, I got to get up at 7 o'clock and take my ass into this job that I don't like. being told what to do by somebody I don't like, and then making the amount of money that I don't like. Right. So that you 3 strikes right there. At least being your own boss, in a sense, you do control the narrative a little bit because you're doing what you enjoy doing. Hopefully, if you branched off and did something that you want to do, and be a boss at it, it's something you enjoy doing. It's something you like doing. So getting that critique or that gauge from your fans to see if they like it or not, that's pleasurable because you're trying to figure yourself out. You're trying to make yourself better.
Right. But as an influencer, I guess that's
and you
what
don't
I'm
see
saying.
you don't see him as a boss.
But people control. But you do though because you're doing it for them, right?
I think people just enjoy the freedom of not thinking that there's a boss there.
Right.
Like you saying, you have a boss.
Right.
You have, as an influencer, you have to continuously post because that's what your fans want. Your sponsors want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's nobody saying, "Hey, you got to be here this time. Hey, you got to wear this.
Right.
Hey, you have to do this." There's nobody doing that. So in essence, people like that feeling of,
freedom.
My boss is invisible.
Free.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I
Air
thought
quotes.
about this when you told me the story about the DJ. Remember that? And you were like, he went gone for a couple days.
Oh yeah,
Right.
most definitely. And his fans, like, they shit on him through the comments, and he had to really shit on them back because they don't. They put it like this. I don't want to say his name because we live or whatever.
Change their names. You could use a different name to protect the innocent.
Yeah, true. But he's a DJ, but he's a content creator. He didn't post for like 30 days or something, and basically his own fans
went
leave
against
the
him.
comments
They
like
went crazy.
Like you
"No,
fell
where
off.
are you?
You fell off. What you doing? Like you're not posting nothing. Like you know what I mean? Like you whack, this and that. And you know what I mean? He had to basically post back like y'all don't understand like the life we live. There's no set hours, so I'm doing this 24/7.
Right.
Yeah. There's video. There's not only the creative element of it, but the behind the scenes stuff that we done had.
So he stepped
work.
Mastering it down.
All right, so he stepped away to actually do work.
Yes.
Yeah, he's constantly doing work.
I didn't understand it. I thought he was like going on a hiatus and just chilling for a minute. But if you stepping away to give the fans more of what they looking for, they got to understand.
Yeah,
that,
Right, that's why he left a post to let them know what goes into you just seeing these videos and these songs and these.
But I gotta do these. I have to make them.
But do y'all see like he had to answer to somebody?
He had to answer to somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
literally had to explain to a ton of people what he's doing for them.
Right.
So I think that be your own boss is just a mindset.
It's
just a perspective.
It's
I
just
feel like
it's
it's
just like the concept of freedom. You know what I mean? Like we not really free. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring it to that aspect.
I'd rather be.
It's a mindset.
I'd rather be.
It's the way we think.
Right.
I'd rather
You know what I
be
mean?
your own boss free than 9 to 5 free.
Of course.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. It's way better that way.
But I work remote, right? Like I'm technically
You not free.
my own boss.
You just on house arrest. You ain't free.
We'll see, you're not free.
That's all that is.
No.
You still can't be like, oh, I'm not going to this.
Yeah.
meeting.
How
I'm
did
gonna
they
go
box-
outside
How
today.
did they box me in?
Right? Yeah. You ain't going outside playing basketball from 9 to 5. Like freedom and getting paid for it.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
man. You on house arrest, bro.
I think a lot of that freedom, though, like you guys are saying, does come down to your time. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Because, I have a boss, but because I'm salary, I can kind of clock in or clock out whenever I want to. And that's a big, big deal to me, man. Like, I still have someone to answer to, but I do kind of have that kind of false swag. Like, man, I'm doing my own thing. You know what I mean? So I think that just strict traditional, like you have to be here Monday through Friday at this specific time, these 40. I think that's just outdated, man.
Right.
I feel like that's really old, and I think
So-
that's why you see people. Go ahead.
No. So James is working from home, and you got flexible hours.
Yeah.
So you on house arrest, and B, you just a house nigga, man. Hey, you still in reach, man. Don't get it twisted. We out in the field.
Me and that speed got to go to the field.
Yeah, we out in the field 9 to 5, baby. We 9 to 5. He in the house drinking Kool-Aid and shit like that. This ain't too bad.
You know, I don't know why everybody
I
complains.
mean,
shit
it
is
does
almost
change the
this time.
cycle,
What
man. Like you
Gotta
realize,
go to the kitchen.
I mean, like when I was in DC, my commute was almost a 3-hour commute. Driving to the park and ride, and taking the metro to my job in DC. I was working 8 hours, but I mean, it was really 12, 13 hours of my day, which is already accounted for just because of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks. I don't want to do that anymore. So this shit need to take off.
Yeah.
Son, I mean, shit.
You have to support the Prodigal Brothers. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you can hear the sound of my voice, share this and support the Prodigal
I want to
Brothers.
be a full. I want to
If
be
you
a
don't
full
support the
boss.
Prodigal Brothers, you support slavery.
It's a little
Got
heavy.
twisted on them, but that's how you gotta
It's a
do it.
little heavy.
I mean, that's
Ouch. It's little.
that might be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That might be a t- I don't know. We gotta
Hey, bro, it gotta be
test that one out.
controversial, nigga.
What's that next topic?
But no, that kind
Joe
of reminds me.
Biden said?
Just closing, it kind of reminds me of something that Al said to me once when we were talking. Al, when I first told him I worked from home, and I was mentioning, he was like, I couldn't do it. He was like, I'll be taking naps, I'll be playing PlayStation, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think I kind of want to know, how do you guys feel? Do you think is that for everybody? Do you think everyone, the discipline that it takes to work from home? Like, everybody wants to be an influencer, but like you guys said, is everyone really going to be posting content every 2-3 days? Are you really going to be, setting up Instagrams? How realistic do you think? Because I know I saw a thing that said kids like my daughter's age, the number one career they want is to be a YouTube influencer.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's the number one job young kids want to do nowadays. Right. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts. Do you think that's realistic?
It's very realistic. However, it's a lot harder than America in general plays it out to be. What you pointing at? I'm being for real.
Well, it's just funny to hear you say that because out of all of us, you are the most talented one.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
we think you are one of the laziest ones as well.
Yeah.
Because
it's not laziness though. Do you think it's laziness? You think it's lazy?
I don't know what to call it.
Yeah. no. Like real rap. Like
what we saying.
We really think you a
we
dope.
giving you a compliment, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's the most backhanded compliment
It is.
I've gotten all
It is
week.
a backhanded.
Well, no. So to dig a little further into that is we think you are amazing, right? Mm-hmm. So we're like, if he can't do it,
Right.
It's not that I can't do it. Like my outside of social media circumstance strongly dictates what happens on my free time.
cap.
It's not a cap.
It's
man.
cap.
It's not.
It's cap.
I lived with you.
That's why I'm calling. That's why I'm telling you it's cap.
There was times I walked in that door and you like, damn man, where the hell you been? It's been like 2 days. And I'm like, yo, I've been at work.
It was one snowstorm.
Man, it was. Come on, man.
These niggas right here, yo.
Come on, man. It ain't cap. I'm. You asked me. I'm giving you an answer.
Understood. I'm
You're
sorry.
like, hey man, why you didn't do push-ups today? Oh, my arm was hurting. Cap. No, nigga, I went to the doctor.
You got
and he
one
said-
arm.
He said, stay off the arm.
You
for a
said
little
stay
bit.
off that arm.
I ain't doing. I'm not built for one arm push-ups.
See,
brother.
and obviously you're not built to be not lazy.
Oh my
You
god.
see, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Give it up.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
I don't know what to say to that. Well, to go back to what the hell we were fucking talking about before I was rudely backhanded by my friend here. Yeah, it's a grind, man. Like I know we don't plug names, but my brother, so he does this full time, social media full time.
Right.
And to an outsider, you just like, man, you free, man. You can do this anytime you want. You sitting at home, you just got the freedom. But you go down there for a week and just hang out with him, and you like, yo, this dude probably work harder than dudes working 9 to 5s.
Right.
Like it's nonstop.
Right.
Like, that's paying your bills.
Yeah.
So that's a motivation all in itself. Like, there's no other income coming in but from what you perform. and provide for yourself.
And I think that's what, I mean, not to really cut you off, but just to add on, that's like you said, it's harder than it looks. A lot of people don't understand going to work. You go to work, like you said, 9 to 5. Your work done. It's over.
And not only that, it's
There's
9
no
to 5
hours when you are influenced.
Yeah, it's 9 to 5. It's set. You know, you pretty much doing the same thing all day.
Routine.
Exactly. And what's wrong?
I just want to get my shit off, man. Cause
go ahead, man.
It's
go
not.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not the same for like engineers or people who develop or work in DevOps. Like I work 8 to 5 or 8 to 6, and then I tap back in at 10 to whatever time. So when you talk about, oh man, life getting away, my job getting away, or being an influencer, I don't hear that because I'm killing myself, and I'm not killing myself, but I'm giving a crazy effort.
You're devoting a lot of time
to my regular job. So it's like if I do get a 9 to 5, I know how much time I have. I can get up in the morning, go for 10 miles, walking or running. It may take me 2.5, 3 hours. I can tag in for work, sit in meetings all day, still get work done. Then I can go to the gym after that. Then I can take photos, record videos with you, right? Yeah. Upload them, edit them, and my day's over. And then I get up at 5 again.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I wasn't attacking you, by the way, bro. Like, we love you.
No, I was attacked.
But what I'm saying is I just think it's very possible.
I'm going to admit it.
It's just work ethic, man. Like I don't want to go too deep. I just think that
it is, but that's what I mean. It's just like being a professional athlete. Like everybody want to be LeBron. Everybody want to be Jordan. But
just like you explain your day, no one would think. You know what I mean? Wherever your position is, that goes into your day. And that's all we saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
All we see.
It's harder
we see that
than
finished product.
It's harder than
we see the finished product.
What those children think. Exactly. I want to be an influencer. But they think it's turn on the camera.
Remember the days when they wanted to be an astronaut?
Right. Like, so I mean,
they thought you just get in the jet and go.
But that's all I'm saying.
Niggas ain't know you had to go to school for 72 years first.
So I guess what I just guess it's for me. It's like it's discouraging to think it's like kids see it as fun, and we should in a way let them know how fun it can be.
It is fun.
It is. Like, even the work, even the time that you put in is fun, right? Because the finished product.
Once you get that product, bro.
Right? Yeah, man.
It's better than completing a project for work.
It's like baking a cake from scratch, right?
I have a 14-year-old, right? So he's in that social media. I want to create. I want to do something. Now he comes to me and he says,
"Shout out to Youngblood."
Yeah. Jay Dizzle on a track. hey, look. So I'm just saying. He come to me and say, "Hey, I want to make a movie." I'm not gonna be like, "Son, this is really hard. I don't think you want to go down this." I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna jump up and be like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." Yeah. I mean, what you got in mind?
Right.
Now, perfect example. Maybe a month or so last time he was over, he was just like, "I want to make a song. We got this group. We're making this rap group, and I want to make a song." And I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, just to give him a little dose of reality," I said, "All right, cool. So you got some lyrics?" He's like, nah, not yet. I said, "You got a beat?" He's like, "Well, yeah, I got a beat." I said, "All right, well, we got to go upstairs and write the song."
Right.
And then he was just like, "Well, I'm not a really good writer."
Ooh.
So I was hoping that you could write all
Drake
and I was just like, "What? You want me to do all the hard work? You want me to write your track
and make the beat?"
That is such a good topic, bro.
I was like, "Wow." I said, then my whole excitement went out the window. I was just like,
he wanted you to write something for him.
I mean, so why you ain't put in the work? Because he wanted you to help him shoot this movie. You would do it, so help him write these bars and get these songs popping.
Man, I've done it. We've been there, done
that.
No,
we've been there, done that. He said, "Hey, I did do it."
I mean, but yeah, I'm not discouraging anyone to go down this avenue.
Yeah.
With the fun side, I just like to sprinkle a little reality. Like, this is going to be hard. You have to be prepared because no one wants to invest the time, invest the money, preparing, buying your camera, buying this, that, and this, that, and then you do it for 2 weeks and you're like,
"I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this anymore." This was harder.
That's
than
what
I
think people don't see too is that continuation. You know what I mean? Like someone may be an influencer for a couple months, but it takes a lot to be an influencer 3, 5, 10, 15
longevity,
years.
Yeah.
They're doing that shit, doing it all day, every day, you know, for a lifetime. That's difficult, bro.
It is.
You know what I mean?
And that's all I'm saying. I don't want to be Debbie Downer with it.
Yeah, but
You was though.
That's how you took
but you had to.
This man right here,
No,
for the first time,
you had to be realistic about
He
it.
did not agree with you.
he did.
That didn't happen. Did you agree with him?
I think I did agree
No,
with
you
him.
did
Thank
not.
you, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
No, I'm
Thank
saying
you.
you did not. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
this nigga, he the boss, bro. He's in complete control. He let you know what you agreed with, what you didn't.
And we already went to the boss.
Nah, yeah.
So it seems like what I'm hearing from everybody is kind of like, yeah, definitely. You should try to be your own boss. That's a great goal to have, but you really got to understand the commitment and what you're you got to understand that you're biting off a lot that you got to chew.
Absolutely.
It's not just
Yes.
rosy like we all.
Yes.
That's great, man. That's good. So it sounds like you're going to need motivation for that, right?
Yes, sir.
And if you
Little
need
bit.
motivation, what better way than somebody like my guy, Uplifting 365? He's got his own apparel label. You got to check it out. teespring.com, and then you're going to search Keep It Uplifting. KIU. They got hoodies. You know me, I love the hoodies, so I got me one coming. Flow tanks for the ladies. You got to take care of your girl. T-shirts. What's coming up, gentlemen? Christmas, right? So what better than to get somebody something that has moral and spiritual elevation? Teespring.com. Search Keep It Uplifting. Gentlemen, so something that kind of came in.
Hold on. B.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Look. I just want to ask you about the Keep It Uplifting apparel. They got that goose down, bubble down, goose neck. They got that. It's winter time, son. I need a coat.
Man, them hoodies is warm, baby.
I
you
need the double
you need an
goose.
uplifting hoodie.
Triple fat
It
goose.
keep you warm.
All right, man. Yeah, hey, get y'all a hoodie, man. For real though, keep it uplifting, baby. Teespring.
Gooseneck sound good though.
That double goose. We gotta look into that.
Real talk, nigga.
Oh, continue, Brandon. Continue. Sorry,
I
sir.
had to add one to my shit.
Hey, that's important, man. You know,
You got
it's snuggle season, baby. Gotta get that triple fat.
Yo, stupid shit.
So I don't know if you guys heard. This kind of came over. It happened kind of during first basketball season, but the number 16 overall recruit for basketball for ESPN's 100, he actually committed to a HBCU. HBCU, for those who don't know, stands for Historically Black College University. So he was one of the highest recruits ever. Absolutely, he was the highest in the last 25 years. To commit to a HBCU. So he spurned offers from the likes of Stanford, I saw. Baylor wanted him. North Carolina, Duke. You might have heard of Thonmaker. He's in the NBA. Plays for the Bucks. He played for the Pistons for a while. It's his younger cousin. So it's a lot of talent in there. So I kind of wanted to hear, like, what do you guys not only think about just sports? This is a sports example I'm giving you, but I know that I went to a HBCU, and there were a lot of people who, when they would get offers from like NC State or Chapel Hill or Duke, that was kind of the goal in mind. I remember talking to a lot of people where they were only at Fayetteville State University because they were trying to transfer out to one of the PWIs, which is predominantly white institutions. So how do we feel? Do we think black families, should we be pushing our children more to attend these HBCUs more than we do as a whole, or is it really just just go to the best school that you possibly can, regardless of the racial makeup?
Share some experiences.
Nah, most definitely. I think we should definitely be pushing for HBCUs. If you black or minority, you should definitely spend. If you go on the education path, you should definitely spend some of your educational career at an HBCU, because the HBCU gives you more than just that book knowledge. It gives you the experience of of being who you are. Because you got everybody. That's one of the only environments in America where you're going to be around so many people that look just like you. And then you'll learn so much about it, because I went to a HBCU, and what I learned blew my mind. You know what I mean? I never knew it was so many black people that had money, that come from, you know what I mean, that Philip Banks cloth. I never knew that.
Right.
I thought all black people was broke. I thought we was all struggling. I didn't know there was so many black people that had mothers and fathers. I didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
I thought that's rare where I'm come from. You know what I mean? You black, you probably don't have a father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I seen everything. You know what I mean? I got more than the education. I learned who I was. You know, by just being in that environment.
That's cool you said it, because I had almost the exact same thing. Like me going to HBCU, like kind of growing up, a lot of schools I went to, because I got good grades or whatever, it's kind of like you got that nerd vibe, or like, oh, you book smart, blah, blah, you think you all this and all that. But then being at a school where it was all black people trying to learn as much as they can, for me it was just so dope, man. Like you said, just to be around and you learn like, oh, that stereotypes and the things they talk about on TV or in these newspapers, that's not really true.
Yeah.
Bro, it was culture shock, bro. I went to college.
Yeah.
I didn't even own a laptop. You know what I mean? Like I was real. You know what I'm saying?
You was like,
I was really
made
living
it
from the bottom.
I just got here.
I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I just here I go.
Look, they said I could come.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know the tools that I needed to be successful.
Teacher, like, sir, where's your pencils?
What are those?
Look,
I got here.
Thought y'all was gonna provide something.
I survived.
But I'm just saying, like,
all my gas money.
But then you see people that look like you, like, nah, bro, like. You need this.
You need
bro.
a laptop.
This how you do this. This how you do that. Like someone your age, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like it's just a different environment that I haven't had that type of environment since then or before. You know, and that's why I drew the conclusion, like, black people it's hard for us to we would have to create that type of environment ourselves, and where that environment is at a HBCU.
Right.
You should definitely spend some time there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you black.
What you think?
I agree. I have one son, he's mixed. So you know, black and white. Handsome young fella. But I talk to peers and people at work all the time, and I was like, when he gets to that stage where he's starting to think about secondary school, college, everything outside of grade school, and if he decides he wants to go that route, that's something I'm gonna try to push. Ultimately, it's his decision, but I think it's important for him to have that aspect, because where he goes to school now, it's predominantly white.
Right.
Like, there was a point in time where in elementary school, my older brother and I were in the basement having a conversation about how many black kids were in his school, and there were only two.
Wow.
One random black kid, and then my son. And he overheard that, so he comes rushing downstairs, and he's like, "I'm black," and I was like, "What? What do you mean? Like, what? Man. I'm black?" I was like, "Yeah, your mom's white and your dad is black. Right. So, sorry, kid, you're black."
Yeah,
you know. And then so that kind of woke me up, but now it's still carrying on, because he goes to a predominantly white school. Right. He has a lot of white friends just because that's the area he lives in.
Right.
So he's missing out on that black culture, that blacks, you know, surrounding. Right. So it would be a culture shock to him. He would go to that university.
To me too, just coming from the opposite end.
Yeah, learning so much about himself and the people he come from. Yeah. I think it's important, man. So if I have any say in where he goes to college, I would really love for him to go to a HBCU.
Right. At least spend some time there. That's what I said. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like with the PWIs definitely have a lot to offer from a standpoint for getting your degree and things from there and stuff. But you should definitely, like, you know, get his grad school. Like, you should do, if you're gonna go to grad school, you should do undergrad at a HBCU.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just spend a couple years there, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like that, not even just the education, the experience is
I
like
agree.
no other.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
That band be hype.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
all the functions at an HBCU are better than trust me. Nigga, trust me.
I do want to touch.
Don't compare.
I do want to touch on the sports aspect just momentarily. We ain't got to go all the way down a rabbit hole with this, but I talk about this all the time, and I'm glad that you brought up the young man that decided to go to the HBCU instead of a predominantly white university, because there was an article written about a year or so ago, talking about just that. Like, what if all major top 100 black athletes decided to go to strictly HBCU and nowhere else?
Yeah.
One, you would topple the NCAA as we know it right now.
It would be a hell of a power.
You know, so that money that all these what do we call it? PWIs. All that money that's going to them now gets diverted because they don't have a choice.
Right.
You're talking about in a top 100. You're probably talking about, if we're being realistic, 60 to 70% of those athletes being black. Okay.
Way more than that, bro.
Yeah, I was just being.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice, right? So, but I'm saying you taking all those people that's going to Duke, so on and so forth, and they're all going to HBCU now.
Yes,
so that TV money, that TV money, ESPN want to see them guys. So now they're going to Howard,
right?
Setting up camp, doing college game day,
right?
And then colleges like Arkansas got Billy Bob, no offense, got Billy Bob Joe out there,
right?
And that's it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So all that money, all that stuff that they don't have,
the whole power struggle, the whole power would be reversed.
It would.
You know what I mean? And it's gonna trickle into the professional leagues too. Because if you got these black colleges that usually have black coaching, you know what I mean, they start winning games and beating these D1A.
Yeah,
they're gonna get these jobs.
Yeah,
they're gonna get these professional jobs, and that's how much it's gonna reverse. It's gonna be crazy.
So I'm
imagine the
praying on
NFL with majority black coaching. I mean, just look at the black quarterbacks.
Yeah, they coming. They coming.
They coming. They here, bro.
Yeah,
who's the best? Who sucks now?
Yeah, you're right.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I'm
really praying. I'm praying that
for the standard white quarterback. Bro.
I'm praying for that trend.
Except for that guy in San Diego. Or L.A., the L.A. Chargers.
Listen.
I'm praying.
We ain't gonna get on it.
I mean, I'm just saying. I really hope the trend continues and more people like that young man decides to break the mold, go against the grain, and be like, "Yo, I'm dope. I know I'm dope. I know I can play. It doesn't matter where I go.
It don't matter where you go.
Yeah, so I might as well let me go somewhere where I want to go and I feel like I'm home. That's dope. Any top athletes out there that y'all haven't made your decision yet, think about HBCU.
And I really don't understand what I do understand. I guess it is way more of, but the facilities are still great at HBCUs,
and would be greater if more
like they
top 100 athletes go there.
True,
you know,
that's why I was saying like I don't even see why they don't. It's not like they have worse. They're not any worse off than the.
It's just opportunity. It's opportunity because right now that dynamic hasn't changed. So going to Alabama almost guarantees you to get looked at by the league.
True, I understand that.
Versus going to if I play for Howard, you got to be stumping mud holes.
Definitely a different path.
You got to be the best.
Yeah.
True.
Right. So,
but I'm just talking about the facilities as far as taking care of an athlete are basically exactly the same.
Except when you go except when you go to those top tier schools, somewhere like Alabama, that's an NFL complex.
Yeah, Alabama has a water slide in their gym.
Well, okay, all right, I stand corrected.
Yeah. I mean, but that's just the money coming in. Sponsors, boosters, TV contracts.
Right.
Yeah.
You change that dynamic, all that money from those things now get plotted into the university. So now we got water slides. We got 2 water slides.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So it's in the young one's hands, man. It's so crazy that's one position where that young individual makes that choice, and especially a top 10 athlete. If he makes that move, other people gonna be looking like, yo, this might be the move.
Well, of course.
But realistically, if you're a 17-year-old kid and you go to Alabama and they have a water slide in the locker room,
you can't compete.
You get your own what 17-year-old kid is going to look at that and say, "No, well, I'm going to go to FAMU for my people."
I agree. You know? It's a tough sell, but that's when parenting
nice at FAMU
boosters. You guys have not talked about boosters.
True.
You not just going to
like blue chip.
Exactly.
We don't have to get into specifics.
Exactly. Talking about that handshake that got more than just a handshake.
Yeah, man. Or you got pair of new shoes after a great game, and those shoes are already full.
Just magically appeared in your locker.
You know, I think there are different things that are different dynamics that we're not talking about.
You're right. We didn't. I didn't think about that aspect.
Or even population sometimes. Like just, HBCUs are big. I don't want to, sit there and say that, but some of these PWIs are really very large, and they give you just a worldly type of experience that some people are looking for. Some people they grew up with 16 brothers and sisters,
so they want to get out.
Yeah, they know they got enough black. They got. You know what? I'm gonna check it out. So I'm not saying that these top athletes shouldn't go to a HBCU, but we need to start getting that funding diverted as well, so that it can pull in that top tier talent.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like what B just brought up. You go on those tours as an athlete, and they show you the facilities. That's a hard sell. You that's hard to compete with. You know what I'm saying?
It is. You can't compete with that.
You go to somewhere local, a local HBCU, and you're not gonna see those things. Yeah, so and they set it up. It's almost like it's recruiting. So when you get there, they got your name in the stands.
State of the art.
Right. They didn't hire Buki to make a whole.
Last year. This is newly remodeled yesterday.
Man, you walk out of that tunnel and they got your own personalized rap song playing while you walk out there. You like, how did I get on the video?
Right. The band out
and
there.
I just got here.
Right. Right.
Y'all got me in the music video and I ain't even been here before. Yeah. So I mean, one can hope. I really hope that dynamic does change. That would be awesome.
That league that goes down. You know what I mean? Like you said, we weren't gonna go down the rabbit hole, but just one more thing that goes around to how we raising them too. You know what I mean?
Right.
If we put that HBC, because I know by my Sunday school teacher back in the day, she was drilling that HBCU stuff in my head.
Yeah.
Because I was telling her, because I was the complete opposite. Like, look, I'm trying to go NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no HBCU taking me. NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? And what happened? I ended up going to the HBC. Right. You feel me? Right. Because there was somebody that was like
drilling it. Yeah, I do think I do, and that's what I said.
It's up to us as influencers, as parents, as that generation before our youngsters. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it in their heads about the significance of going here, even though you think the grass is green over here.
Amen.
We trying to build our yard up over here.
Yes, sir.
You can be a big position in that.
Right.
Just be realistic with them.
Especially being the first.
You get a statue.
Yeah.
I mean,
who got a statue?
Growing up, for me, it was always my parents, my family members were always like, you got to go to college. You got to go to college. Just go to college. Like, to them, it didn't really matter which college you went to. It was just go to college. NC State, Chapel Hill, it don't matter. HBC, it don't matter. So like you said, I think we really have to push that narrative from very early on, because there is a stigma, like Al said, like there is kind of a negative stigma in some things, athletics especially. Right. So that's what I'm really hoping for him. Because if he comes out, if he still gets drafted high, if he develops well, then that'll really set the stage for these other guys.
Yeah. It's a see you can do it moment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they need that. So I hope it does happen. Please let it happen. Please. In my lifetime, too. In my lifetime.
We trying to see it.
Yeah. Look,
while we can still see.
Look,
some of us might get cataract.
I don't want to hear about it. I want to see it.
What he doing on the TV?
Can you imagine having cataract? Like, hold on. He number 17. He black.
He black. Oh Lord.
Hold up. Who called that? He black.
They all black now? Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking about. You go, goddamn.
Homecoming's always crazy. Can you imagine if Zion went to University like Maryland Eastern Shore? Or if Zion went to Howard or something like that?
Yeah, dude, that sounds crazy, but that can be reality, man.
Right. Yeah. It could happen, brother. That's not far from being able to happen, bro. I mean, we've seen a lot. If you think about our generation, we've seen a lot of
changing, massive changes,
very fast,
and it's changing fast.
Very
everything's
fast.
starting to speed up.
Think about, bro. We came from VHS and cassette, nigga. Now we don't got.
We don't have either one of them.
We don't have no.
It's all
digital. We surpassed all that. You know what I'm saying? That's how fast our generation we do change. So that's why things like that is very possible. Bro.
Yeah.
May only take a decade.
It might only take 2 or 3 more drafts.
You feel me? Right. Yeah. So the shit, I can see it happening, man. You know what I mean? Think about it, bro. I still have VHSs in the house. Like, what the fuck? What the
yeah?
hell?
And there's kids
you
out there.
Seen one? You like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and there's kids out there like this.
Been here.
What is this?
What is it? Is this a frisbee?
You had to watch a movie. You had to use this.
You had to rewind the whole thing again.
Oh my god!
Do you put your eyes in the 2 holes like a kaleidoscope?
Son, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I'm watching a movie, Dad. I don't see anything. What's wrong with this?
That's crazy as shit.
Yeah.
How the tape was bigger than what we play it on now. Like,
Yeah.
Niggas don't even have DVD players anymore.
You watch a whole damn movie on your cell phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like why would you buy a box?
Why would you
put
buy
this in the
something
box?
to play?
And then like you can't even get to where you want to get to very quickly.
Right, you can't.
Like I have to.
You gotta press a fast
Niggas
forward.
don't-
Yeah,
or
you can't just
rewind
slide the dial. Like this makes no
like
sense.
even if you have a DVD, you're a dinosaur now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, we live
it's
through
like
a lot of shit.
It's
Imagine
like
a
getting
girl
a car
coming-
with a CD player.
Imagine.
Like what is this
this?
for? What is this for?
Nigga,
Imagine
hold
a
up.
I
girl
would be
coming
mad.
over your
Hold
house.
up, dog.
Imagine a girl coming over your house and you're like, "Yeah, baby, we about to watch a movie," and you got to stand up and you pop your DVD in the DVD player, and you be like, "Ha ha,
She's like, what are
baby."
you doing?
Hold on, we got to pass through all these
Yeah.
previews.
We gotta go to the
God,
previews.
We got to pass through all these previews.
So I'm
Remember,
trying
you
to
used to have
tell
to
you,
take
bro.
it out and wipe it off with your T-shirt.
Yeah, bro. You gotta,
Because it's skipping.
son, we
You
done
gotta
been
put,
through a lot of shit.
you gotta
bro.
put,
My bad,
you gotta put alcohol
Like,
on it.
what,
hard for
we
us.
not even really fucking old yet,
Yeah,
bro.
life was
And
hard
we
for
done
us
been
in
through
10
all these
years.
changes, bro.
You know what? That's too many changes.
That's
for
a lot
an-
of changes.
for an adult.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. We done been through a fucking lot, bro.
Yeah, that's
you know what
wild.
I'm saying? We used to have Walkman and shit, bro. Now we got, nigga, you just plug that shit in your ear.
Hey, I
And it
kind
can
of
pick up everything.
just to see the reaction. I kind of want to like have a date, come over the house and just plug up my old ass DVD
Have
player.
all
and be
that
like,
prehistoric
hey,
shit.
we gonna watch Nutty Professor tonight.
Nigga, she gonna get mad if she see wires. Like, hold up, nigga, your TV got wires coming from
Oh, it ain't HD either. It was the 3 prong. It was a red,
not
yellow,
HD
green.
either?
It was a
Oh,
red, yellow,
hell no.
green. Come on, y'all acting
Hey,
y'all
man.
acting too funny for
I
me.
never even had the green and red. I had like the yellow, red, and white.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all
What?
different colors.
Nah, you had extra quality video.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
No, the extra quality is that orange one.
Oh,
Yeah, that
I heard
that
all
coax. That's the coax. Shout out to the coax cable.
Yo, said shout out to the coax. Oh man.
Shout out
So
to
what
the
we're saying
coax.
is
Y'all
throw away your
niggas
DVDs and encourage your kids to go to historically black institutions.
Correct.
Right?
Throw away your DVDs. Throw away your VHS.
Please burn them
Send your
shit.
kids.
Cause you might try to bring them out.
Now, all right, before we move on, I wouldn't be surprised because that's just how the world works. That shit gonna make a comeback. Think about it. Records made a comeback.
No.
Record players, yeah. We was in Walmart the other day.
Records and record players have definitely made a comeback.
I think April was the first time in like the last 25 years that vinyl outsold CDs.
Yeah.
I ain't playing
I
around
didn't
with
even know
y'all.
you could purchase a CD.
That's
still.
right.
So that's news to me.
You feel me? Look,
Am I
was
that
about-
old?
Where
I
do you
forgot.
buy that?
Where do you go
Dog,
for this?
Look, I forgot
don't
to
sell
tell
them
y'all
out-
like a couple months ago. I'm at the Royal Farms, boy. Right? You know, nigga come up to me talking about buy my CD.
Is it the one in Baltimore?
No, it wasn't even in the city. I'm in the county.
Look,
Nigga
hey,
like, yo,
hey,
support a brother, buy my. I said,
Where am I gonna put
said-
that?
That's what I asked him. I said, are you serious, dog? I don't even have a CD player, bro.
yeah, like, what do you do?
I don't have a CD player, bro.
Is there a CD player in your car?
No.
Wow.
How do you listen?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm seriously talking to this nigga like, look, bro.
I would love
You
to
need
support
some sound-
you.
you need
but-
SoundCloud
but
or
yeah,
something,
you need
bro.
to be on
What the fuck are
SoundCloud
you
or
doing?
iTunes or something,
You
brother.
really still tapping the pavement selling CDs, dog?
Where'd you buy your CDs to burn the CDs?
He's burning CD.
He had the flea market.
Do you
Like,
remember the days you had to burn us?
man, I don't miss that.
How
I made
they
a
gonna
lot
make
of
a comeback,
CDs in
bro?
my life.
I'm wondering where he got that CD
The album
made
drops.
at.
Album
Yeah,
drops
like-
at 12. Nigga, this nigga had a cover and everything.
computers
Let me
don't-
see that. Give me that.
Computers don't
I'm
even
here
burn
looking at this
CDs
shit
no
like,
more.
Yeah, your computer don't even come with a
My
CD player.
my laptop does not have a CD burner on there.
That's the point.
Like, where is he doing this?
What are you doing?
My man got a 2006 Dell
Nigga.
computer in his basement.
I
like,
wish there was a film camera right there. Matter of fact, I thought I was being punked.
you probably was being punked, man.
Nigga, you serious, bro? Buy my CD?
So did you buy the CD?
It's 2020.
Did you buy the CD?
I would have if I had a CD player.
You could have just bought it and been like, man, good luck with you, man.
What? No, dog.
You might as well just give him the money and say,
No,
keep
I mean-
it.
No,
I mean,
dog.
It's a donation.
That CD
I had
would've
to teach
ended up
that
being
nigga a lesson.
You have to.
No,
You have to
nigga.
have better marketing skills, bro.
That CD
Son,
would have been
what
a
is-
coaster.
He's
so
selling
quick.
CDs, bro.
You could have been his man. That was a manager moment right there. You be like, let me
man,
let me be your manager. Man. Let me bring you back to 2020.
He had to been locked up, yo. Had to be.
Yeah.
He don't know that,
Yeah,
that
times
people
have
don't
changed.
use CDs anymore. Nigga. What?
Yo, you want to see my
bro?
video? It's on this VHS.
Nigga. I got to do it 3 times.
It's so easy to listen to us, so what's your excuse? You can find the Prodigal Brothers anywhere. Come on now. Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. We're everywhere. Matter of fact, I just added us to the podcast app that I use, Podcast Addict. It's so easy. Good to see y'all as always, and thanks for joining us. Al, Uplifting 365, SP.
Yo, I'm out of here, man. I love you, kid.
Yeah.
Till next time, fellas.